It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Commanders and the Cards, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bennett, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bennett, and taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Allen's throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bennett, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Bennett, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now back to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are. Let's face it. Every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here is 3rd down and 4. Allen. And this will be caught at the 30. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And that one results in 35 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. To the air, Allen. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. They'll roll, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds Wilson. Touchdown, Washington. Garrett Wilson, 58 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point try now from Dicker. And that makes it 14-10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals. as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Greg Dulcich.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Keeps himself upright, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Reed, 27 yards. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Yeah, he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Out route complete to Dulcich.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Greg Dulcich. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it'll be the New York Giants matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half, but you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the 3rd quarter. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd silent. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's brought in by Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's taken in by Dulcich. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Allen to throw once more. He's got McBride here over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 38. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Allen to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bennett, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Buying time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's Dulcich.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2.
They run the counter. St. Clair. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Greg Dulcich saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Allen again. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to fire. in the open man. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the middle they go. It's Bennett. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. It's complete to Brown, right side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Bennett. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Allen going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Cards get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Commanders' offense returning to the field.
This one not in the win column just yet, but on the road is the 6th seed. They are close to pulling off the upset.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx them. I'm like you. It's not over yet, but I'm going to go ahead and project here. Win this one. Think about the momentum now that you carry, right? You carry that forward. And look, home field's a big deal in the playoffs, but the really good teams, and we've seen it plenty of times in NFL history, they can go on the road and win. And a win here would allow them to do exactly that.
Of course, the road doesn't get much easier as you have to face the top seed next week, but they'll deal with that then.
Hey, they'll take this win and take on the top seed anywhere, because they're still in the playoffs and still alive for a chance at the Super Bowl.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st down, Washington.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.